Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, July the 5th. That's right, the aliens would have landed yesterday if, movies have taught me anything. Either that or they were defeated and pushed back. I'm not really sure though, because up in Canada, we never got attacked, so the only way I'd notice is if Netflix was down, which would, suck. Alright, that was stage one. Basically, send your troops around where I kind of landed my critters, and you'll get a win. Stage 1 had 29,000 hit points. This is stage 2. It has 70,000 hit points. Same deal, go around the right-hand side with all the non-defensive trash, kind of like my critters did, and get yourself a win. Moving on to stage 3. HQ has 95,000 hit points this time, and things are a little more legit. So, what I'm going to tell you is, first, throw down some smokes on the beach. It'll make your landing a little bit safer. If you are too tight on on GBE to smoke, by all means, let your tanks take a few extra hits. Just sandwich your medics in between the tanks as you land them. Next up, one barrage right into the middle of that minefield. You may take out the extra tower, you may not. You don't really have to, it's kind of a bonus. So, by all means, just throw that barrage out there, take out as many mines as possible, make it as safe as you can for your poor tanks, and roll on up into the top left-hand corner. Now, here, I just threw some artilleries because I had them and it was easy. What you may want to do, though, if you're a lower level, is flare directly onto that sniper tower, take it out, and then just go back into the top corner where things won't pester you as much, and you'll be able to finish off the HQ from there. If you do have the GBE to finish off the sniper tower, then by all means, do whatever you have available to you, or what you feel the most comfortable with. Moving on to stage 4. Stage 4 has 93,000 hit points. I'm not sure why the 2,000 hit point drop, but okay. And there is a boom cannon actually on this level, and it is so far over to the side, no one really cares about it. It's kind of the boom cannon that time forgot. But it does have 6,000 hit points. In case you decide, hey, I want to go up the right-hand side, I want to go through that boom cannon, by all means, 6,000 hit points will take that bad boy out. So, flare over towards the left after you clear up some of the stuff right up on the beach there. Basically what you're doing is just grabbing free GVE at the beach level. Now, again, I threw a couple artilleries to take out those two sniper towers that are hugging. I assume they're hugging, maybe they're kissing, I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. They're sniper towers. But basically throw down some GBE on those bad boys. If you're running a little on the low side, just soften them up a bit. You don't actually have to take them down like I did. Like, just kind of hurt them really badly so that when your tanks do eventually get up to them, they can fire like 2 or 3 shots and then everything's down and everybody lives happily ever after. And the reason I say this is because it makes your life a lot easier. After taking down basically all the defenses on the left-hand side, go up, and you can hug that rocket launcher so that you're in the safe zone, you don't have to worry about anything attacking. And then from the rocket launcher, come down, take out the sniper tower, and you will be able to down the HQ with relative ease. And I say relative because the level's gonna hurt if you're really low level, but you'll get her done. Moving on to stage 5, today, stage 5 is where we're seeing our massive HP jump. We're going straight to 310,000, like 309.5, I don't know. The point is, you're going from under 100k to over 300k. That's a big enough jump. I'm gonna count it. It counts. Counted. There are, on Stage 5, a couple of boom cannons. You only really need to worry about that one if you go up the right-hand side, but that one has 14,500 hit points. So if you're, you know, a lower level, it may drain your GBE. It's gonna hurt, I'm not gonna lie to you. But well worth it, I promise. Now, once you take out the boom cannon, go right all the way up to the very top. You should be able to get pretty close to the safe zone of the rocket launcher, and one shock can actually take out both sniper towers and the rocket launcher, and, you know, the cannon. Like, everything can get shocked. So, always a good thing to drop a shock and take out all the defenses. From there, basically clear out the sniper towers that kind of surround the base. Now, whether you do that with GBE or by flaring onto them or by sending them good vibes until they decide they don't want to attack you anymore because they're now peace-loving sniper towers, that's completely up to you, by all means. Do whatever you like to do. But I guess do it quickly, because if you don't, you'll run into the same problem I did, which was, oh man, I lost a tank because I wasn't paying attention to the sniper tower, and I was busy being distracted by all the other things. Oh, womp womp. So we'll finish off Stage 5, we'll move on to Stage 6. Stage 6 has 342,000 hit points, which isn't that huge of a jump, but the boom cannons have 21,000 hit points, and that shock launcher has 23,500. So we're pushing 24,000 hit points on the freaking shock launcher, and we're pushing 21 on the boom cannons, and oh baby, that gets burly. Now, I threw some critters down to take out the mines and kind of distract the boom cannons and shock launcher up there towards the top as I worked my way up there. And then, ultimately, once I got a little bit closer, I started with the stunning. Because this is a stunning strategy. You see what I did? So anyways, save up your shock bombs for this cluster, because basically that is the whole of this strategy. Throwing a couple shock bombs, throwing some critters down to distract some things, and then blowing stuff up. And that's all you really need to do. Once everything is down, flare basically to max distance. I probably should have flared a little further back, and you will start going after that HQ. Now, there is the one cannon that I missed, unfortunately, and he will start pinging on your troops, so you can either, if you have the GBE left over at the end, toss a little bit of love that way. Once you take out that cannon, you're safe. If not, just keep throwing shocks and critters, and hopefully you will beat the cannon to the race. You'll kill the HQ before it kills your tanks, or you can just take the hit. Moving on to Stage 7, which looks a little bit like this, with 442,000 hit points on the HQ, 36,000 hit points on the boom cannon, and 40,500 on the shock launcher. And unfortunately, due to rebuilding landing crafts, because I did make an attempt and it went horribly wrong, and I got stomped. My landing craft I can't replenish for another 18 hours, which means I don't have the guts to go after this bad boy again. But hopefully you guys can see the layout and figure out a way to kick some massive butt and do some wonderful things. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully this has been helpful, and most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. See you tomorrow, where I will hopefully be able to take down Stage 7.